Today we're gonna be reacting to Fu Hua. I am so excited. Yeah, she looks so cool.
Welcome back to the Honkai Operations Center. As time flows forward, Fu Hua has shaped the history under different names and identities. The 8th Herrscher, who calls herself Fu Hua, has now appeared before us. But who
Whoa,
is
she
really?
looks so different.
What has Fu Hua undergone in 50,000 years? Let's take a closer look at the long and solitary life of a warrior. Fu Hua was born in the lower district of a previous era metropolis. She grew up practicing martial arts after her father and lived a disciplined life.
Ooh.
Due to her humble origin, plain appearance, and straight, reserved personality,
Yeah, this is how I remember Fu Hua
was
looking.
a loner when she studied in Sapphire.
Aww.
Only until she saved a classmate during a zombie attack did she gain the acceptance of those around her and learn to warm up to people.
Aww.
But just
At
when
least
she
she
was
had a
beginning
friend,
to
though.
envision a bright future, fate forced her on a path that she had never imagined.
Uh-oh.
The Honkai impact tore what she knew apart. The city was
Not
burned
the
to the ground,
Honkai!
and her family and friends were killed. Fu Hua fled and was saved by Moss Squad 5 leader Himiko. In a
Himiko!
world where one could not survive alone, Fu Hua could no longer afford to dream and was only left with the mission to eliminate
Dang,
Honkai.
so that's
Fu Hua
how they know
joined
each other.
Moth as a soldier, but she was
Moth?
still too weak
What's
to
that?
save anything. Cities fell. Billions of lives perished. Her savior, Himiko, died in the hands of her comrades after transforming into a Herrscher. She only had the passion to defeat Honkai, not the power to realize it. In the face of an overwhelming enemy, was running away the best thing she could do? Fu Hua did not accept her fate.
Let's go!
Burning with a grudge against her fate, Fu Hua was reborn after challenging death. In an experiment that was deemed lethal, Igor miraculously fused with her and transformed her into a mantis. And the user of Key of Domination, as well as Fan Huang Down, the mantis brought home one victory after another, until the final Herrscher descended.
Who's that?
Humanity stood no chance in the decisive war. The few that survived forfeited their civilization. They put themselves into cryogenic sleep so they could start anew when the time arrives. And so
The
Fu
moth
Hua's
who
story
chases the
enters the next
flames.
chapter. After 10 millennia of sleep, Fu Hua was awakened as the executor of Project Ember. His mission was to guide the people of the new era in developing their civilization and resisting Honkai.
Whoa!
Fu Hua was not alone in this. She was
Wait, I
surrounded by
recognize this
lifelong
girl.
friends who
Who
genuinely
is she?
cared for her and wanted her to take back her life. Yet she lost all of them in a judgment-class Honkai disaster. Fu Hua became alone again. As a mantis, she is immortal. As the user of
Wait,
Fan
she's
Huang
immortal?
Down, her memories last forever.
Whoa.
In Fu Hua's near everlasting life, as fleeting as her interpersonal encounters may be, the inevitable parting that ensued would still scar her for life. With her last friend gone, Fu Hua closed off her heart. She
Aww.
secluded herself from the earthly world,
Dude, this is so
carried on
sad.
the mission of eliminating Honkai like the programmed robot.
But she's not a
No
robot,
mercy for
she's
the corrupt that
human.
became her sole code of conduct. She only cared for the mortals' corruption, not their lives. In 1458 AD, Fu Hua founded the school of
this place looks so
Taixuan at
pretty.
Mount Taixuan, Shenzhou. It was to safeguard Shenzhou and cleanse the world of
Whoa,
Honkai.
this looks like the
The
perfect
school
place
of
to
Taixuan,
meditate.
which only had 7 disciples, dominated the martial arts world with the edge of Taixuan, a secret sword fighting style that could channel Honkai energy. To the ordinary people, Fu Hua was as untouchable as a celestial, and hence was named Phoenix. In 1475 AD, on the Kipchak
dang.
steppes in Central Asia,
Another war.
Fu Hua single-handedly trounced Chicxul's elite forces and their strongest Valkyrie.
Wait, is that
Kalan
really
Kaslana.
Fu Hua? That does not look
This
like
battle
her.
also led Fu Hua's first encounter with Otto Apocalypse.
Oh my
her
goodness,
lifelong
Otto.
rival. In the next
Her
year, for
rival?
reasons unknown, her 7 disciples
I guess
mutinied
so.
and razed Mount Taixuan to the ground. Fu Hua was grievously injured,
Oh,
having lost her full power and immortality. Fu
She
Hua
lost her
temporarily
immortality?
withdrew from the
How
world.
does that work,
Since she
though?
could not protect Shenzhou in a powerless state, she made a pact with Otto. Fu Hua joined Chicxul and worked for Otto.
wait,
In
she
return,
joined the dark
Otto
side.
pledged to watch over Shenzhou in her stead. In 2000 AD, the second Honkai eruption brought total destruction. It was later known as the most devastating
Whoa.
Honkai disaster of
I love the
current
art
era.
here.
In a few days, multiple major cities were destroyed, resulting in millions of
Dude, it's
casualties.
crazy
In
how
this war,
far back the
Chicxul and
Honkai lore
anti-entropy
goes.
fought
Like,
back in
it's
full
so
force. Fu Hua
detailed.
was dispatched to subdue the
It's
Herrschers
crazy.
as a Chicxul Valkyrie. In Fu Hua's long
So
life,
interweb.
she has never ceased rethinking what fighting means, so she may one day slay all Hershers and eliminate Honkai.
Well, I thought
By
she was
then,
from
she had
Otto.
found the way of defeating a Hersher. With unparalleled combat experience and Feng Huang Down's
Whoa,
power,
wait, that
Hua
is Fu Hua?
overwhelmed the pseudo-Hersher of fire
Oh no, it isn't.
and
Hersher of
temporarily
fire.
suppressed the second Hersher who possessed 6 Hersher cores.
Whoa.
Yet even with such nigh immeasurable power,
Wait, Fu Hua is
she
OP.
could not defeat the second Hersher, who was under the protection of the will of Honkai.
Uh-oh.
At the critical moment, Fu Hua sacrificed Feng Huang Down and her memories to activate Feng Huang Down's first power, Taixuan Eminence. It severely wounded the second Hersher and cut off her connection with the will of Honkai, creating an opening for humanity to turn the tables. Fighting this war cost Fu Hua her memories and most of her power.
What?
Over a decade later,
She
Fu
lost
Hua
her memories
enrolled
and
at
everything.
Saint Freya as an undercover agent.
Wait, she was
became
an
the
undercover
class monitor of
agent?
Kiana's class to surveil
Yeah, I
the
remember her
activity
as
of
the class
Hersher of the
monitor.
Void
That's why I
inside
was so
Kiana.
confused. I didn't
Although
know she was
approached
immortal.
Kiana and her friends with an ulterior motive, she regained long-lost friendships and bonds in a
Aw, they
campus life
became
full of joy and laughter.
friends.
She
That's so
carried out
cute.
Otto's orders while secretly helping out Kiana and her friends to protect an addictive yet fragile balance of fate.
Oh, she decided to team up
However,
with her
the
friends.
mission of eliminating Honkai ultimately made her side with the other end.
Wait, what?
She took away Kiana and helped Otto rouse the Hersher of the Void. Little
Why
did she
would
know
you
that
do
Otto
that?
did not play by the contract. He only roused the Hersher for his selfish desires, not to protect others.
Oh, he was
To
a
keep Fu Hua out of his plan,
backstabber.
he shot her. To stop Otto's plan, Fu Hua activated Feng Huang Down's 0th power before dying, to transfer her sentience
Wait!
partially into the feathers
She
and
dies?
bind her sentience with Kiana's soul. Feng Huang Down, which bore Fu Hua's sentience, led Himiko to the power that could confront the Hersher of the Void
No
and provide
way.
the serum that could quell the Honkai energy inside Kiana. When Bronya was trapped in Grey's Serpent's Mind Labyrinth, Feng Huang Down appeared in time to help her escape. After the Hersher of the Void begot a Honkai eruption, Kiana sunk into self-blame and loss.
Don't
it
do
was
it.
Fu Hua's sentience that supported her and taught her how to harness the Hersher power. At last,
Dude, Fu
to
Hua is
protect
so
Kiana,
kind.
Fu Hua's sentience burned herself out in the battle against Kevin and fell into a
Kevin?
slumber. However, that was not the end of her story.
What?
After the Schicksal battle, Otto repaired her body, only to revive a Fu Hua that was not the fighter
What? So
who
Fu Hua
upheld her
dies and
mission
then
above all
revives?
else and abolished her own desires. She had the looks of Fu Hua, but uttered frivolous, arrogant, and
Oh,
impetuous
evil
words.
Fu Hua. No way.
She had the memories of Fu Hua, but could not understand the
Wait,
motives
this is
underpinning them.
crazy.
She loathed Honkai as much as Fu Hua, but she was no different from Honkai in action. Purely driven by a desire for destruction, she destroyed. She killed Otto's clone and demolished half of Schicksal's headquarters.
Dang.
To prevent
Fu Hua
her
is so
desire for destruction,
strong.
she fought Durandal and Kevin to trick Fu Hua's sentience in Feng Huang Down into submitting to her. She varnished over her motive time and again. To win the trust of Kiana and Bronya, she lured them into her memories to elicit their sympathy. In the end, she was not Fu Hua, but the 8th Hersher born from her memories.
Whoa.
Perhaps to the 8th Hersher, this story that perpetuated itself for 50,000 years is an elaborated, pitiable tragedy. The Fu Hua that constrained herself and lived
Dude, Fu
solely
Hua
for her
had
mission
such a
was
sad
nothing but a
story.
failure.
Like, she was just
She wanted to
alone,
become a
man.
better Fu Hua.
And
Perhaps
she
the girl
sacrificed
bathing
herself
in the sun on the grass
at the end.
50,000 years ago would have had the same idea had she had learned the story of her life. It is a life that has seen too many betrayals, lies, and sacrifices.
True. So
However,
sad.
It is also a life that shaped Fu Hua into the remarkable fighter that her friends believe in and rely upon.
She is
What
pretty
does the
strong.
future have in store for her? We will find out
That's
together.
actually crazy. Whoa, that's the end. Dude, Fu Hua is so cool. I love her so much. I didn't realize that all that stuff happened where she died and then resurrected and then oh my gosh. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure to like and subscribe. If you guys have more ideas for me to react to, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya!